Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into Moss Talks. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Marley McFly about his journey as an artist, muralist, and graphic designer. Thank you, Marley, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, I want to get started with the first question. How did you go about developing your style?
My style, it just came natural. Just me as a kid, I was always just in class. I'm a very short attention span, so if there's a pencil in arm's reach, I'm going to just draw some kind of doodle or character. So a lot of what you see now is just kind of something that I've perfected over the course of my entire life.
Were there ever times when you were in class and teacher calls on you and she's like, "What are you doing?" And you're not paying attention at all?
I back when we used to have probably dating myself, but the desk with the little cubby thing. I have like a little tray of crayons in there. I have comic books, pretty much everything but what I was supposed to have in that little cubby hole. So I was never on the same page as everybody else.
And so, to follow up with that question, what did that journey look like over time? Did you start with a certain thing? Was there something that stuck out all the time? Or was it like you just changed in different modes?
Well, it's quite yes, that because I got back into what you see now. I've got back into that over the last 2 or 3 years, whereas what I was doing that came natural that happened over the course of my career or just growing up. But then once I got into like the professional space, I was trying or putting out pieces that were different based on what I thought or what I knew, galleries and different organizations were like. So now I'm getting back to what I was doing originally. That's, drawing with characters, just what comes to my mind.
Who or what are some of your creative influences?
I'm really big on, comics and cartoons. My art is rooted in nostalgia. I feel like that's that gets us back to who we were before the world kind of broke us. It's kind of that, holding on to that real you, that before the world got a hold of you and you started, having to deal with real issues. So I try to stay in that lane and hold on to that, that spark that's deep down inside of all of us.
Yeah, I love that. And you can definitely see that throughout your work. And I feel like just like even like scrolling like through your portfolio or like your Instagram, like there is like a youthfulness to it. And it's refreshing in a way, especially like looking back on it now, like we're all adults and it's kind of like it just takes you back in time.
Right.
So that's great. So yeah.
Was there, to follow up to your question, Sydney, was there like a specific comment that you always enjoyed, or
I
you
was
just kind of,
real big into X-Men. I love the way that they kind of they use these characters to teach a message without kind of beat it in your head. But you kind of subliminally took on real life issues where you might have just saw like, two characters fighting on a page. You didn't realize a lot of the deeper issues. Like I know today everyone just makes this big deal about, all they're forcing, the agenda on us, but media has always had a meaning behind it. Like there's no point of doing something without a message behind it.
yeah.
I don't know at what point we kind of just got weird and just act like this was a new thing, but
Yeah,
that's
and like,
why I always was big into X-Men.
yeah, and I'm glad you say that because that really defines the message of art. Like when you look at art, like it could be an image, it could be anything that's created that is presented to convey a message.
There's absolutely nothing in this world is just there because. Now, you may not like the message, but there's always going to be a message.
Like I hate to say it, but the person who created the stop sign was an artist,
Right,
like in their own right,
right.
and
Someone
like it,
had to say, what is a shape that's going to get people's attention? What color can I make it to make it stand out? What font do I need so people can read it? That's all art.
exactly, that's it. Something that's universal that I can put on every street, literally.
Right.
But anyways, moving to my next question. What inspired the creation of your characters Zook and Raya?
Well, Zook, to piggyback on, what I was saying before, I'm still kind of learning with the character and just, based on a lot of just, life's changes this year, I'm realizing that is kind of that embodiment of that spark that's still inside of me trying to, you know, just hold on and just keep that little piece of me. So no matter what the world throws at me and tries to, crush that spark, I feel like he's that one little thing still hold on to the real me. So in a way, he's kind of human embodiment or cartoon embodiment of my inner thoughts and childhood, dreams. And then the flip side of that, Rhea, she's modeled after my niece, who in a way I'm seeing in real time what I used to be. Just, her curiosity, just, kind of doing things without thinking, not realizing right and wrong quite yet. It's just that natural, it's the natural essence of just living. Whereas we kind of grow out of that at some point, and we think before we do things. We worry about the wrong outcome of things. Whereas, as kids, we kind of we did, and then whatever happened, happened.
So, and a lot of them, we see them like blowing bubble gum. Is there a message behind that? Is there any meaning behind that?
Yes. I think that, the gum, it conveys both a youthfulness as well as an innocence, and also like a whimsicalness to it. So sometimes I'll draw the bubble gum on, different, celebrity figures or athletes. And also to me, it's a bit of a confidence thing. I grew up, huge Michael Jordan fan. You would just see him in the middle of a big game, just blowing bubble gum. So it's kind of like in these high pressure situations, they're relaxed and they're still these kids who are just happen to chase their dream. So in a way, I've kind of made that a symbol of that, just keeping that innocence, keeping the plot. What sparked you as a kid to follow the dream or the path that you're on now? And to always keep that with you.
I feel like as we get older, like it is so important to kind of just look back on like what our first passions were and like the things we liked as a kid. Cause I feel like those are like in a way like our really like our truest selves. And
Right.
so I love that your art is like nurturing that. But then also people who see your art can also connect and feel that too. And kind of reflect in on themselves and like their inner child. So
Right.
I that you put that so beautifully.
I feel like art and sports, which are my two backgrounds, are the only places that I see people still hold on to that little bit of youthfulness. Whereas like, artists, like some of my peers, they're up there in age, but we all kind of seem so similar in age because we're doing the same thing. Where some of us, I'm in my late 30s. I have peers who are, late 50s, 60s, but this this field keeps that youthfulness.
Mhm.
And the same with sports. Like you see grown men just, you're bouncing a basketball. Like you're doing that thing that you fell in love with as a kid still.
Yeah, yeah. And holding on to your imagination. I feel
Right.
like also as adults we lose that. And even just the way like you're looking at your niece, like you're seeing her imagination come to life too. And so like, that's, getting yours going. So yeah, it's really cool. So can you tell us more about your coloring book, Active Imagination, and what inspired you to create it?
The coloring book, it's I never said it, but people picked up on their own. It was never for kids because I feel like they already have that. They already tapped into their imagination. Just like you were saying, I would prefer adults to have it and just take that moment to escape. Let your imagination run. So a lot of the people who bought it are just they don't even have kids, that was the point. I was hoping for that. Yes, I do want to inspire kids and let them, you know, see the endless possibilities that art has and get them exposed to it early. But I also wanted to get people that I know who may have that office job or they're just stuck at their desk and they just want that escape. I remember back when I did have an office job, I never, I didn't smoke. So now all my coworkers would just go on smoke breaks all day, all day, all day. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a coloring break. So I would just take moments and just like leave me alone, close my door, and I'm just there, just drawing something, or coloring something. So that's when it first hit me that art is the thing that kind of it lets you escape reality and get back to who you were. So that was kind of the point of the coloring book to, you know, get people back to who they were before life took its course, as well as to inspire the next generation of artists as well.
Yeah, I love that. It's art therapy. Um,
Yes.
could you also just like share with those who are listening where they could purchase your art book, your coloring book?
It's available on Amazon if anyone just wants an easy way, or you can get it from my website, marleymcfly.com. So I know something about Amazon. People just they're more likely to give them their money. So I made it
Yeah.
easy for everybody.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
Right.
Making a color book, like obviously you have all the different mediums that you go into. How did that differ than what you normally do with your art?
I think the biggest difference was kind of like I was deconstructing what I already do, or in a way, not completing my work. Because all my work starts out as sketches. So, in a way, it was kind of like I was redefining my sketches that I might have had on my MacBook without actually filling them in or finishing it. So it's in a way, I'm giving the world my unfinished work for them to, you know, have at it how they see fit. So as someone who is, lives a very bright and colorful way, that was different to just like the finished product is a black and white picture.
Sure. Was it difficult? Kind of like for me, like in my own art space, like, I try to like make sure like everything's like perfect. I'd say, was it difficult for you when you had to like let those sketches go?
It was difficult because I know the rest of the world don't see what things I do. So a lot of, what I can take an unfinished sketch and then turn that into something different. So I had to kind of take the unfinished sketch, finish it enough so that other people can interpret what it is. So that was the most difficult approach to it. Whereas, and also, I didn't want to like insult anyone's intelligence, but also how much could I give that they would actually understand what's there. So I couldn't go too detailed. And it's like, how do I even color this? So I had to kind of toe that line of not intimidating the person who actually has the product.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that. 'Cause I was like, if I was making a coloring book, I would halfway through after I'm done with like the bare bones of it, I'd be like, oh, if I add this here, this will look great. If I add this and then
Right.
this will look great. And then I have to really like look back and be like, this is not this, nobody can color this but
Right.
me.
Like I had to strip a lot of details, a lot of like shadows and layers, like just keep it bare bones and let people have their way with it.
But yeah, again, coloring book is great. That was a great idea. Might steal that.
It's very profitable too. So it's not that much to create, and something people can pick up and they gravitate to. So I enjoyed it.
Have you like seen anyone's coloring pages yet? Has anyone like sent you images of what they came up with?
I get a few people send me what the kids did. I know people are still a little shy, or they don't want to compare what they did to what I do, which that's fine. I don't expect to just, which if you do buy it and you're just this great artist, I appreciate you interpreting it, but I don't like, I'm not going to judge or compare or, tell you, I don't like that. So you just, however you interpret my art, I'm fine with that. So I encourage more people to show me their final product.
So I'm gonna ask our last question. Um, do you have any advice for creatives out there who are still, finding their styles?
My biggest piece of advice, not even just for creatives, but let it come to you, and don't take a lot of advice. There's gonna be a lot. None of us actually know what we're doing. We're just figuring out just like you. It may look a lot polished or look better because you're comparing our finished product to you just starting out, but all of us are kind of just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks. So as it comes to you, just take notes, tweak it, see what you like, see what you don't like. Just let it come to you naturally, and don't try to compare it to the next person, or if you see something selling, you want to kind of take that for yourself, and put as much of yourself into it, because you are an extension of your work, and people see that. People, they can see when I do this that I'm selling myself, that I love this, that this is a creation that I care a lot about, compared to some of my older work where I knew this is a painting that's going to sell in a gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to sell, but you also know that I did that with the sole intention of, I need money.
Hmm.
So
I love that. That is
Yeah.
so real.
Great advice.
hmm
We're gonna move to our favorite part of our segment, which is our quick fire. Like we said earlier, it'll just be 5 questions. Tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
let's do it.
All right. Favorite medium?
Okay, medium,
Yeah.
acrylic.
Go-to snack for sessions.
I'm gonna go fruit snacks.
Favorite time of day to create.
It's a very specific time. I love that 2 a.m. window where it's just like I can just hear crickets outside. It's no one else is bothering me. It's just I might have something playing in the background of like whatever current events took place that day. They're just subliminally playing in my head.
Music or show?
Show.
Go to gum brand.
Ooh, I'm on a double bubble kick right now.
Well, Hubba Bubba.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, no, it is double bubble.
With double bubble and double bubble.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the double bubble comes in like the big tube. So
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, 'cause I was like, hold on, I'm wrong, but yeah. So back to our first question, the favorite medium. Why acrylics? I was like, I know, I'll say most artists who are like very particular that I know of, they usually choose oil. So why acrylics?
acrylic come in a like the colors I use. It's a wider a range of just brightness and just just out of the world colors. Compared to oils, you get more traditional or more like realistic colors. Whereas with acrylic, I'll pick up a bottle of paint. I have no clue what I'm going to do, but it's just this odd pink. This I gotta have it, and it dries so quick that you can make a mistake and just move on to the next thing. Whereas with oil, you make that mistake, you better leave it alone because you're gonna make a bigger mistake, and you're in over your head at that point.
It's true. But okay, so next question about this answer. You said fruit snacks for your go-to snack.
Yes.
So what you answer, what your next answer is going to be, will determine how I feel. Because so, what brand of fruit snacks?
All right, it was Welch's. I just got something that I literally just found these like 2 days ago. There are these Jamba Juice fruit snacks. These might be the best fruit snacks I've ever had. There's a mango one and there's a strawberry one. It tastes like a smoothie.
You said what now?
Jamba Juice.
You said Jamba Juice.
Yeah. I went looking for one thing. I was like, I'll get those a try. These might be the best fruit snacks I've ever had.
What that little girl say on Daddy Daycare? Write that down.
It literally tastes like a bag of smoothie.
We'll make sure Joe reports back with his test taste.
Yeah, I literally have a 20 pack of Welch's downstairs right now. But wait.
So I went looking for. I've only seen them one time. There's like a Welch's pineapple mango pack.
Oh.
I got it one time and could never find it again. So that's what I went looking for. And I was like, well, all right, if I'm already in this kind of pineapple kick, I'll give these a try. And this literally tastes like a smoothie in a bag.
I hope my apartment don't need this money because it is the first of the month. But so the next answer really speaks to you being from the DMV area, being from Virginia. 2 a.m. with crickets outside. And that's a country thing right there.
Yeah.
Like, so do you have like a window open? Will you ever have like, or like if you're in a garage or wherever it may be, do you have like a door open?
I don't. It's usually so loud you don't even need to.
That is true. It is true. But so the next question, you also said a show. Do you have a favorite show?
I don't have a favorite. I usually just play something from when I was growing up. Whether that's cartoon or a TV show from the 90s. It's something I've seen a million times, so I don't even have to pay attention. It just kind of plays in the background.
Yeah.
I think that's also pretty cool that like you like subconsciously just choose a show from like when you were growing up, and then like your art, kind of reflects like your inner child in a way. I love that.
Yeah, it kind of just plays as background noise. So nothing too serious.
But go to Gum Brand. I don't even have to elaborate on that. It's Double Bubble. It's a classic. Like,
yeah,
same thing about that. I mean, personally, if someone gave me a pack of Orbit, they better have another one on backup. Like, I love Orbit Mint. I'm sorry, it's me.
Oh, Orbit, you need to like at least 3 pieces at a time though.
This is true. That's why the second pack better be on hand. That's what I'm saying.
There was this. In high school, I loved this. It was a pineapple lemonade Bubblicious. And it just disappeared one day.
Extra had come out with the apple pie gum.
I remember that.
That I used to tear that up.
That one disappeared. It's like
I don't even think they knew they had a good one. I think at the time my mom didn't like it as much, but as a kid, I was probably like not even like a teenager. I was probably like 15, 16. So I was whenever she had a pack, I was like, "Thank you," and then the pack would be gone the next day.
No, that one was real love hate. Like I don't. No one ever said like it's okay. It's like either you loved it or you absolutely hated it.
That's true. Yeah, but this has been a great conversation, Marley. Thank you so much again. If you want to support him, again, go to his website, marlonmcfly.com. Go to Amazon, check out his coloring book. Feel free to support him on Instagram, any social media you may find him on. Support him. Love his work. Thank you again.
Thank you.
That was a great conversation with Marley McFly. Amazing creative, honestly. Like, if you've seen the work that he's done, the effort, like, the character Zook, and forgive me if I said it wrong earlier, Rhea, like, he has cards, he has coloring books, he has comics, he has paintings. Like, there's a ton of work, literally a ton.
Whole universe, and it's beautiful. And
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I mean, I guess looking at it, like I could feel like my inner kid come alive, but I didn't realize how much intention he does put into that. And just going back and looking at it again, like it just makes you, your inner child just really happy, and it's really cool to kind of see like that style and the
hmm
repetition of it all, like be in his style. And I think that's just really cool. And I also think it's very real how he was saying, previously when he was creating art that he knew would like sell or like people would want in their works or whatever. And so now he's like really creating for himself. And I
Yeah.
think that's something we can all, you know, hear and remember, that it's important to put yourself in your work and create things that you like.
Yeah. Literally, when I saw his work, I thought of Black Boy Joy when I saw Zook.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, literally, like, it's just a matter of representation, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll say, if I haven't seen many comics, maybe I need to go look more for comics because I haven't had a chance to. But I haven't seen many comics, paintings, even coloring books that emphasize that level of representation.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really do appreciate Marley for doing that because it's top tier.
Yeah.
It's top tier.
Yeah. And I'll probably order a copy of his
Probably, yeah, probably a
coloring
coloring
book,
book.
because
Yeah,
that's very real. Like, I don't smoke either. So, instead of scrolling on my TikTok for my breaks, I could be coloring.
yeah, literally, yeah, true. I mean, think about this. Think about this. This is a good message. I'm glad you said that. This is a good message. When you out of your job, when you down and you think you're gonna go on TikTok, or I'm gonna go on Instagram, swipe on over. Think about these people that we talk about. Think about Marley. Think about David Rainey. Think about um Mark Anthony. Think about all these players we talk about. Think about Alexa. Think about um Danique Lachey. Think about these photographers. Think about these creators that we're pushing out to y'all. And just support, literally. Whenever you see us post, repost. Whenever you see us put a picture up, like. Whenever you see something that is worth commenting on, comment.
Or you see something you want to learn more about, click it. Go click that profile
What what
we're collaborating with. Go click that link.
do you remember they used to have a thing in North Carolina for if you didn't put your seatbelt on. Do you remember what it was?
Oh, click it or ticket.
Yeah, click it or ticket. And I got receipts. So click it. That's my message for you. Click it or ticket.
Interact, engage. There is art all around us. And
Yeah.
even as we said, like, art is so vast and there are so many meanings and interpretations behind art, even something as simple as a stop sign. Like, when you take the time to just really sit and think about it and observe it and analyze it, like, come on now.
Like
Engage with art, engage with the world around you.
think this is one thing I think about too. Think about the house we sitting in, the microphones we use, the clothes we wear, the jewelry you wear. Like even it can even come down to the napkin you may have used earlier, the tissue you may have saw. Someone had to take time to sit down and be like, I need something to solve this problem, but I don't want it to look like this. I want it to look clean, refined. I want it to look like this. I want it to look black and blue so somebody can look like they want to speak into it. Like literally, you got to think about that. Like artists are everywhere. It may not
Yeah.
be the art you want to see or the art you thought was needed to be created, but it's always there. It's always prevalent. I'm not, also on the end of this. I'm not perfect, so I know I don't support everybody. Like I'm just telling the truth. I don't support everybody. I'm not
Well,
gonna lie.
everyone has their own taste. So you're gonna support who you like and who,
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
oh,
saying. What I'm saying is, I mean, I support 100% of the time when I need to, but I do support. If I'm not supporting 100%, I'm really supporting 5. If I'm not supporting 90%, I'm supporting 20. So at least try, because the artists are trying. So try for them so that they can make it.
okay,
And that's it.
motivational
And I
speaker. This ring got you feeling some type of way today.
But I'm gonna leave it at that. The word came down today. I did listen to some gospel earlier, so yeah.
Rain, rain. That's what it's giving. Wow. I hope y'all caught that spirit through your headphones, through your speaker.
We should move this to the front of the segment so people come in with a good word. Like what they say, like they Bible said, come as you are. Come as you are. So when you come through here, you catch that word.
You
Okay.
stay for the remainder.
But again, we're gonna end it off. Thank you again, Martin McFly. Amazing, talented individual. Please support. Again, on Instagram, his website is marlonmcfly.com. He has a coloring book on Amazon. You find it, buy it, support it. If you can't buy it, repost it, share it with somebody who you think this might be good for. Because I'm
Ask
pretty sure
for it.
somebody,
Ask for it for Christmas or your birthday. Hello.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody that would use it. Buy it as a gift. If you want to be fancy, put it in a frame and put it on your wall because it's a piece of art. But anyway, support Marlon McFly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, repost our work as well because we are always bringing in creatives to you. But again, this is Moss Talks. I'm Joel. That's Sydney. Have a great day.